2025 and this year we are going harder. I mean, buying expensive cars, buying yachts, helicopters, private jets. How much is even a private jet?
You don't know why it's going on.
Okay, maybe not that hard. If you can't get the real one, at least there's an alternative. The other day I saw Olamide on a plane and I was like, do we really need to pay that much when we can easily get this? So in this video, we are going to try to recreate this Olamide's effect. Let's get ourselves a plane just like Olamide did. So to recreate this effect, the first thing we need to do is to get ourselves a plane. So to acquire a plane, let's go to freepik.com, or you can use pexels.com or any website you desire. Just get yourself a plane. After you've secured the plane, the next thing to get is the cloud and sky. So head over to Freepik again or Pexel to download sky and clouds. So go to youtube.com to download some moving clouds. After you've gotten all the assets now, let's shoot the green screen. So whenever you are doing a green screen replacement, there are a few things you need to consider. Aside setting your lights properly, lighting your green screen properly, the other thing you need to consider is the camera angle. You have to check the camera angle of the objects you are placing your green screen on. Check if the camera is tilting up. Check the perspective if it is tilting up or tilting down. So in the case of the plane we are working on, you will see that the camera angle is looking like it's tilting up. So you can see the down part of the plane is very visible. That means the camera is tilting up. And if it's also tilting down, make sure you are shooting your shot tilting down like that. So I'm going to shoot the green screen tilting up like that. Another thing you need to consider is the costume. Make sure the costume of your subject is not close to green. So if you are using a green screen, make sure the clothes you are wearing is not close to green. If the clothes is close to green, it's going to key it out when you get to After Effects. So make sure that is locked in. And after you've gotten all this right, let's take it back to After Effects. In After Effects, let's import the assets we downloaded. Then create a composition. Then bring the sky layer below the plane layer. I will be working with the duration of the sky layer, so I'm just going to adjust the timeline to fit the duration, just like this. I've changed the color of the plane in Photoshop, but I'm not feeling it anymore, so let's change the color of this plane to the original color. Go to the effects panel and type tint. Drag it to the plane layer. Now let's work on the green screen. But first, let me rename this shot to talent. Then bring it to the timeline. Let's adjust the size and rotation a bit, then trim it to the area we need. Let's pre-compose this so that we can work on this layer independently. Make sure these boxes are ticked. Open the pre-composed layer and make it transparent. Add the key light effect to the layer to key out the green screen. Adjust some settings here to make the key perfect. After that, select the pen tool to mask the place you need. If there are areas that are not well keyed out, you can mask them out and animate the masking. I'm going to export this transparent composition and import it back to the main composition. Let's resize the talent to fit the plane. You need to make it realistic, so don't let the subject be bigger than the plane. Let's pre-compose the talent layer again. Use the settings as seen. Open the pre-composed layer and add a soft shadow to make it more realistic. To do that, go to Layer, New, Solid. Make the solid black. Click the ellipse tool in the toolbar and draw on the solid color. Open the mask option and feather the black solid. Place it under the talent layer and position it correctly. Now let's animate the plane. But before then, let's parent the talent to the plane so that whatever animation we make to the plane, it will also affect the talent layer. Click the parent pick whip on the talent layer and drop it on the plane layer. Let's enable the sky also. I'm going to make a simple animation. It's just going to come from left to right. Click the shortcut P to open position and animate it. Highlight the first two keys and ease them. Then ease in the last key. Open the graph editor. Right click and enable the edit speed graph. Adjust the speed graph as you like. Now let's work on the sky. Firstly, let's duplicate the sky layer and mask it halfway. Open the mask option and feather it. Move the mask eye above the plane and talent layers so that it looks like the plane is passing through the clouds. Bring the moving clouds to the timeline. So you need some to move behind the plane and another in front, so duplicate the layer and move one below the plane layer. You can adjust the size of the moving cloud to whatever works for you. After that, go to the effects panel and add directional blur to the moving clouds. This will make it look like the plane is moving at a very fast pace. Set the blur direction to 90 and the blur length to whatever works for you. Copy the effect and paste it to the other moving cloud layer. Let's reduce the opacity of the one in front a bit. Then add the mist asset just to make it look foggy. Now let's add the other cloud we downloaded. Scale it to fit the size you want. Add the directional blur to this layer. Set the blur direction to 90 and the blur length to whatever works for you. It's important that the clouds are moving in the correct direction and at the speed you want it to move, because we want to create the illusion that the plane is moving very fast, so you also need to adjust the cloud speed. Right click the moving clouds and go to time stretch and reduce the number to make them really fast. I also don't want the moving clouds that we placed above the plane layer to be the same with the other moving cloud, so I'm just going to offset this a bit, or you can adjust the positioning. Now that we have a good sky, the next thing we want to add is a wave. If you check Olamide's video, you will see that there is something like a wave at the edge of the plane that makes it look like the plane is piercing through the sky. To add that, let's pre-compose the plane layer. Make sure you leave all attributes in the main composition. Duplicate the plane and go to the effects panel to add turbulent displays to the plane layer below. Go to the evolution on the turbulent displays effect. Hold the Alt key and click the stopwatch beside it and type the code time *100. Now you won't need to animate the effect manually again. Now let's adjust some settings here. Reduce the size of the turbulence displays. Now add directional blur to the plane layer below again. Change the blur direction to 90 and blur strength again to whatever works for you. Also, you can make the propeller rotate to make it more realistic. After that is done, the only thing left is to steal the camera shake of this Olamide's video. I have a video on how to steal a camera shake from one shot to another, so you can check out the video on my channel and follow the process. It's very easy. After that is done, you should have this. And just like that, we've gotten ourselves a plane. Special shout out to the director of that Olamide's video. Great video, superb video, you should check it out. And if you want to see more VFX breakdowns like this, make sure you subscribe to this channel, share this video with your friends. As always, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.